Hi guys! Today I'm going to do a bit of a different kind of video. It's one that I found just going through other booktubers' YouTube pages and kind of seeing what they have on there. And I found something called the Booktuber Newbie Tag. And it's basically the same set of questions that every new booktuber just answers and does a video for it. A lot of people were doing it as their first video, and for my first video I just did a random, hi, this is who I am. This would be a fun one to do, and since I'm still super new, I figured it would be okay to do. I did want to just kind of throw something out there because as I've been doing my research on booktubers and what videos they're doing, what they're talking about, just kind of reading people's comments and seeing what they have to say, I stumbled across something about there's some sort of animosity between booktubers and book bloggers, which is very odd to me. I am a book blogger. That's where I got my start. And from what I have found other booktubers that are book bloggers too, or who started a book blog after they started their YouTube channel and things like that. So I'm really not sure. I don't like to focus on negativity. So honestly, I saw it and was just like, I'm not even really going to delve into it because I don't want to read people's nasty comments. That's just not how I prefer to spend my days. So I really didn't even look into it. I don't even know what it's about. Maybe it's nothing. I really have no idea. So far, I've only been on YouTube for a short time. I feel pretty welcomed. A lot of the people who are commenting and liking and subscribing are from my book blogging world, and I think that's pretty cool that some new people are finding other booktubers here on YouTube and finding new people to subscribe to, and authors are getting a new outlet. So I think that we should all get along. And if we're talking about books, that's cool. I know that I'm also a little different because I'm going to be talking about books and beauty and probably fitness, and not going to be solely focused on books. Probably the majority of this channel will be about books, but not all of it. So hopefully that doesn't cause any problems with anybody else either. But I wear a lot of different hats. I have a lot of different interests. So that's my brief little intro. That probably wasn't brief at all, let's be serious. But so let's just jump into the actual part of this video. There's a few questions, I don't even know, maybe 8 questions that I'm going to answer. Hopefully I'll try to make this as fast as I can. But I just thought this would be kind of a neat video. I have no idea. I don't think you're supposed to be tagged by someone in order to do this video, because I saw other people were like, I just saw this and thought it would be fun to make. So that's what I'm going with. Let's do it. Why did you start this channel is the first question. And I started a YouTube channel. It literally was just a crazy idea I had one day. It was a few weeks ago on the weekend. I was watching YouTube videos and a bunch of book ones started popping up, and I thought, cool, and I was going through them and watching the videos, and I thought, this could be really fun to do. Why not? And that's what happened. It literally was an idea that I thought about for maybe 2 hours, and then I was like, let's put some makeup on and click record on your camera and just see what happens. And that's what happened. So that's how it got started. The why, I literally just thought it would be a fun idea. I thought it would be a new outlet. I thought it would be a new way to meet people, and I thought it would be a new way to give authors connections to readers and vice versa. And that's my job, and that's what I do all day. So why not try to find new outlets? What are some fun and unique things that you can bring to Booktube? Like I said, I'm not going to be solely book focused, so if there's anyone else out there who is a huge lover of books but also wants to see makeup reviews and have me talk about fitness, I mean, if there's anyone out there that likes that kind of has the same passions as me, please let me know, because sometimes I just am off in my own little bubble here, not really knowing what other people like. But that's what I like, so that's what I like to talk about. So you'll get not only books from me, but you'll get other stuff. And then also, not only am I a book blogger, but I'm an author, I'm a publisher, I do a lot of marketing for books. I have my fingers in a lot of different areas of the book industry and the publishing industry, and I would like to use this channel to talk about that, how I started writing and how I started my career, how I started a publishing company, some ways to market books. You know, maybe authors will be interested in what I have to say about that. I've been working in marketing for several years now for books. And then also, as I've been looking around at different booktubers, I really don't see a whole lot of chick lit or even like women's fiction, romance, kind of the genres that I read and that I would be talking more about. I see a lot of YA, which is great. I like to read YA too. So, but I haven't seen a whole lot of booktubers in my genre. So maybe if you're out there, please let me know, because I would love to follow you. So if you are, please tell me, because I will subscribe right back to you. It's kind of another thing. Maybe I can get a new genre here on Booktube. So, what are you most excited about for this new channel? And that's probably just making new connections. I've already found several other booktubers that I've been talking to, which I think is really cool. Hopefully, I just keep meeting more people. When I started my book blog, I now consider, like, I have this huge yearbook of virtual friends, and sometimes I'm even lucky enough to be able to meet those friends. I've gone on trips to like Canada and New York, and I've been able to meet other authors and book bloggers and readers, and I think that's so cool. So if I can just make more connections and more friends that have the same passions that I do, and we can connect on that level, I think that's amazing. Why do you love reading? I mean, I don't even know how you answer this question. Why? I don't know. I just do. It's just what I do. I don't know. I think I've said this in a prior video, but you'll never ask me when I'm reading and I say nothing, because I'm always reading. Sometimes I'm reading several books at once. Sometimes I'm reading a book, but I'm reading a manuscript for an author. I mean, I'm always reading something. If I'm just like sitting around, I would rather be reading than just like staring off into space or playing games on my phone. I don't even have any games on my phone, because I'd rather be reading than... I just love reading. I mean, why else would I start a book blog? I don't know. What book or series got you into reading? That would probably be The Babysitter's Club. I mean, who didn't love The Babysitter's Club, right? So when I was younger and in school, I was told that my reading level, I can't even remember what grade I was in when I was told this, but my reading level was like grades higher than what the normal reading level would be. So I started reading The Babysitter's Club kind of at a young age. The Babysitter's Club, actually, one of the books is where I found out that the tooth fairy wasn't real. And I remember storming into my mother's room and being like, "The tooth fairy's not real, Mom. It says it in this book that the tooth fairy's not real." And she was so upset, because I was reading these books probably a little bit before my time, and I was finding out certain things. But thanks, Babysitter's Club. You took away my innocence. That's really, I mean, those books, and how many of those books were there? Not only were the regular books, but then they had all those specials, and they had the vacation specials and the mystery specials. I mean, I loved The Babysitter's Club. I loved the movie. I still follow Anna Martin everywhere that I can follow her, and she's always talking about The Babysitter's Club. And if it's someone's birthday, one of the characters' birthdays, I get so excited. So The Babysitter's Club, most definitely loved it. What questions would you ask your favorite booktuber? I mean, I wouldn't try to like harass them with all my questions on YouTube, like, how do you edit your videos? What software do you use? Because that's really annoying. No one wants me to ask them that. I would probably ask, like, where do you live? Like, are you close to Iowa at all? A lot of people I'm finding too are in the UK or Canada. And I like Canada. I've been to Canada. One of my virtual besties lives in Canada. Hello to Kaley at Books Etc. I'll link to her blog below because I think she's fabulous. She's awesome. She took me to Niagara Falls. She let me stay at her house one time when we did an event in Canada. So I'd probably just try to find out where they live, if there's ever any like Booktube or events that happen. I would love to know that, because like I said, I just like to make connections, and I like to meet those people if that's ever possible and do any sort of events with them. So that would probably be a big question I have, and yeah, that'd probably be like my biggest question. How stalkerish is that? Where do you live? Do you want to come to Iowa? Do you want me to come visit you? I mean, that's really creepy. That's creepy. Okay. I'll try to think of some better questions to ask them. Challenges do you think starting a Booktuber channel will be the hardest to overcome? Well, I mean, my hair today is, like, how often have I been playing with my hair in this video? I'm sorry, you guys. It's really wild. Honestly, I mean, I've talked about it in a lot of my videos before, the editing and the software and just trying to figure all of that out. Like, it takes me hours upon hours upon hours to edit in a video, and it's literally just like trimming the beginning and trimming the end, so you don't see me like sitting and turning my camera on and la-di-da. And then I finally just learned how to like cut myself in little sections, so when I'm sitting here, like, you don't see all of that. I can now cut myself. And those are literally the only things that I've learned, and it took me a while, and it takes me a long time to edit. So I see some of these Booktuber videos, and they have all these like cool things happening in the video and all these noises and videos in videos, and I'm like, how do you do that? So that, I mean, probably just the technical stuff and the editing stuff is going to be the hardest. Yeah, that's probably what I think is going to be the hardest. I don't know if that really counts as like a Booktuber question, but I know that's going to be really hard for me to overcome. Hope that works. But those are all the questions for the Booktuber Newbie Tag. Hopefully I answered them okay. And I do still want to do, I mentioned this in a prior video, but I still do want to do a Q&A, and I'm still writing down the questions that are coming in. But if you do have any questions that you want to ask me, whether it's on the channel, my book blog, my books, my writing, my personal life, my dog, my anything at all, please do comment below, or you can find me on like Twitter and just send me a tweet, and I'm just like screenshotting them on my phone, so I'll have them when I want to do that video. But I just kind of wanted to do a little more like in-depth about me and what I do Q&A, just so you guys can kind of get to know me a little bit better. So again, please do comment below if you have any questions, or like the video, if you want to see me do the Q&A. Maybe you guys don't like Q&As. I don't know. I'm new. So you guys just tell me what you want to see, and I will be doing that for you. And I think that's all I have. So until next time, thanks for watching.